Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to provide a gold and silver market update. If you've been paying attention to the precious metals market, you probably already realize that both gold and silver are on a tear. We're absolutely in a bull run right now. Is it going to last? Which one went up more? You know, quite frankly, in the news, gold gets all the love, but you might be surprised when I show you the raw numbers on which one is performing better. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm going to put up a 30-day gold chart. As you can see, gold on March 11th was about $2,182. Gold today on April 12th, just about 1 month later, is $2,406 per ounce. That's an incredible gain in 30 days. In fact, it's a 10.26 gain. Gold continues to bump up and pass nominal all-time highs almost every day lately, and it's getting all the press. It's in the news cycles. There's a lot of buzz surrounding gold. Why isn't silver getting any love? Silver, I've always felt, is where it's at, although gold can oftentimes see quicker short-term gains. But silver is kind of an afterthought, especially when it comes to the media. Well, if you know me and you've watched my videos before, or you've come in the shop and had conversations with me, you know that I've been all in on silver for quite some time. In fact, I haven't added any gold to my own personal stack for almost a year and a half. Having said that, let me show you the numbers on silver, which, as I said, is getting really no love in the media compared to gold because gold keeps passing that nominal all-time high. Here's the 30-day silver chart. Now, as you can see, on March 11th, silver was about $24.50 per ounce. Flash forward today as I film this, silver sits at $29.47 per ounce. That's almost a $5 per ounce gain, which works out to 20.29%. On a percentage basis in the last 30 days, silver has outperformed gold by double. Yet silver gets no love. I think it's finally starting to, quite frankly, and if we get past that $30 an ounce number, I think it potentially could really take off. But there's almost always pullbacks, and what I mean by a pullback is price dips. So as bull runs happen, and you can look back at previous charts, and I'm not going to bore you with any more charts than I've already put up on the screen, but there's always pullbacks on the way. So as prices go up, you can follow the line diagonally all the way up, but there's always pullbacks, and those are called price dips, and those are opportunity. So kind of watch for those, and I don't know when the price dip is going to be, when the pullback's going to happen, but invariably there always is. So don't get too caught up in thinking, wow, silver's on a run, it's going to 50, I'm all in. Well, that's up to you, I guess, but I'm not all in on silver. I have other investments too. But in terms of precious metals, that's all I'm buying right now is silver. And finally, it feels real good to see those numbers play out. So for what it's worth, silver and gold are both on a run, but believe it or not, silver has outperformed gold by double, up over 20% in the last 30 days, where gold is only up 10%. Don't get me wrong, I think gold is a great investment as well. As for me personally, I'm not buying into gold right now at or near an all-time nominal high. I just think there's so much more potential in this stuff right here in silver. And why doesn't it get any love? Beats me, but I sure love it. Tell me what you think in the comments. Are you investing in gold or are you investing in silver? I think both can potentially pay big dividends in the future. And always remember, precious metal investing is a long game. Although there are profits that can be taken in the short term in these type of bull runs like we're in right now, it really is a long game. So don't jump in thinking you're going to make money quickly, because it does not always happen that way. Although, as I said, there have been opportunity. And I will touch on one more thing. As you can see in the tray in front of you, we just have kind of a variety of different gold, actually hardly any gold, and silver that we have in the shop. People often ask me, Josh, what are you stacking? Because for those of you who know me or have heard me talk about it on my channel or have visited with me in the shop about it, you'll know this about me. I'm a stacker first and a precious metal dealer second. I do this, believe it or not, for fun. I don't make a living doing it, but you can make some money at it, don't get me wrong. But having said that, I've been tucking away silver for about 12 years now, maybe 13 years, and I've never lost hope. I mean, I've seen silver charge up to almost $50 an ounce in 2011. I saw it crash all the way down under $12 an ounce in 2020. The whole time I haven't lost hope. I've just continued methodically stacking, adding to my stack, not worrying too much about what the nominal price is at the moment. Because I think in time, silver will protect you against inflation. It's going to be a great investment. Personal opinion, of course, so take it for what it's worth. But people always ask me, Josh, what are you stacking? Well, the easy answer is silver, as I said, but more specifically, what I've been stacking more and more of lately is this stuff here. Well, maybe not barbers necessarily, but 90% silver. Premiums on 90% silver are quite low right now, although the price is getting up there because the silver spot price is pushing $30 an ounce. But more so lately, I've been adding 90% silver to my stack because I did what I would call an evaluation of my own personal stack. And I don't exactly know what I have in my stack. Some of you might, but I don't. I'm not that organized, but just did a visual check on, my stack that I have. I felt I was pretty light on 90% silver. So I've been buying 90% silver for the past couple of months and bringing it home. 90% silver, I always feel is a great investment. Right now, the premiums on it are quite cheap. So actually, the premiums on 90% silver are about the same premium that you can pay for a privately minted 1 ounce silver round. So, you have 1 ounce here, or in a $1.40 face. Well, here, let's do it this way. Got $1.10, 20, 30, 40. So I have identical amounts of pure silver in my hand. I have 1 ounce here. I have 1 ounce here, because a $1.40 face and 90% silver is 1 troy ounce of pure silver. So what would you rather have for about the same price? Well, some of you might say, well, all day I'm getting the buffalo rounds, the Indian and the buffalo design. Very beautiful round, very common. Almost all the different refineries that produce precious metals produce a version of this coin. So they're quite popular. But if you think about it this way, wow, for this about the same amount of money per ounce, I can have, well, arguably, if you put all dimes in your hand, 14 pieces of silver for the same price. Not everybody gets into the mindset that, hey, we may have to use this precious metal to barter at some point to purchase goods and services, whether if it's at a commercial level or a personal level. It's possible. And honestly, you can barter with it today. I've done transactions with people where I've paid them in silver or they've paid me in silver. So bartering already goes on. But the thought is, with 90% silver, you have small increments. You can make change. Where if you have a 1 ounce silver round and whatever you're bartering for, the price doesn't quite work out perfectly, how are you going to give change if you give that to somebody or somebody gives that to you? So for what it's worth, and the nice thing about it too, this 90% US silver, it's recognizable. It's really easy to do, in today's technology age, for people to do a quick Google search who have maybe no idea what this is, what it's worth, what it should weigh, what the diameter is. You can look that up real easily and verify that. Whereas buffalo rounds are maybe easy because that's a common design, but let's just say, I don't know, let's pull up this one. I got a pirate round. I mean, how are you going to Google that? If you don't know what silver is or what it should weigh or what it should look like, how are you going to describe this to Google to figure out what this is and what it might be worth? So anyway, that's one of the reasons I stack 90% is the fractionality, the divisibility, the recognizability, and they're not making it anymore. And because the premiums are quite low right now, I've been adding this to my stack for several months. One thing I have not been buying, and no offense to American Silver Eagles, but it's American Silver Eagles. Even though premiums for a while were, quite low compared to what we have been used to seeing over the last few years, I just can't get past the premium on these at the moment. I did stack some other sovereign silver, some cheaper pieces like Britannias, Maple Leafs, some Kangaroos, some Philharmonics. But Eagles, in any great quantity, I did not add any to my stack. I did put away some 2024s because I fill out albums Silver Eagle album. So I want to make sure I had 2024s for my albums, and I give them out as graduation gifts and birthday gifts and things like that. So don't get me wrong, I did add a little bit to my stack, but in any kind of quantity, I'm not buying Eagles at the moment just because of the high premium. If I want government issued silver, I'm doing 90% silver because the premium's low. So that's what I'm adding to my stack. If you want to drop down in the comments, what have you been stacking lately? Has your stacking habits changed over the last 6 months, or maybe even over the last month, where we saw silver go up over 20% and gold go up over 10%? Has that changed how you view precious metals or why you're stacking? I'd be interested to hear that from you, so please drop it down in the comments. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks a bunch, and we'll do another one of these 30-day metal updates in about a month. So stay tuned. I think we're on a wild ride. We'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.